Hey guys, I'm Rory MacDonald. This is a Fighter Advice exclusive. Today we're gonna go over how to do a jab properly. We're in our fighting position here. Lead hands nice and loose, the shoulders nice and loose so we can just fling it out, okay? Now, I let that energy go through that string and I snap at the end and closing my fist, okay? So we're gonna get into our stance here. My partner Mustafa is gonna catch my hand just like a coach would catch a punch with a hand target. So we'll get into our stance just like this. So first thing, we want to keep our shoulder, our lead hand shoulder nice and loose. Okay, it should be able to bounce if you jump up and down on your toes. It should stay nice and loose. And what I like to imagine is there's like a string attached to my shoulder going down to like a steel ball, okay? So we want to whip this string and then snap it at the end of our range, okay? And closing our fist. Now how we're gonna do that is we're gonna get all of our energy from this back foot pushing off of the floor, okay? And that kinetic energy is gonna go up from our legs into our shoulder and we're gonna shoot it forward, okay? We're in our fighting position here. Lead hands nice and loose, the shoulders nice and loose so we can just fling it out, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some weight into that back foot. I'm gonna drive off of that and step forward with this lead foot, okay? So as I do this, I'm gonna use that energy to push this shoulder forward, okay? So it's gonna go back a little bit and whip forward, okay? Now, I let that energy go through that string and I snap at the end and closing my fist, okay? This is gonna make it go, have speed and power, okay? So we're here, Mustafa is gonna catch my punch in his hand here. You drive off that foot, snap this shoulder forward, okay, and close at the end of our range. Now, important, we don't want to bring our jab hand down to our hip after. Okay, in case of counter punching, we want to hit and bring it back just as fast, okay? Or we double it up, whatever you want to do, okay? So again, pushing off the floor, shooting this shoulder forward, and launching that string out and snapping at the end of the target, okay? And make sure when you press off this back foot, you're stepping with that front foot, okay? To get that distance, okay? So if we're on the outside here, we want to step to be able to hit our opponent at the end of our range. We don't want to eat up too much space also. So it's important to practice your range and how far to step. If I'm out here to hit my target, I got to step a little farther. If I'm already here, I don't got to step very much. It's almost like just a micro step, just almost to get that energy moving forward. Okay, so again, driving off that back foot, okay? Want to keep this shoulder tucked into our chin. Let's try not to keep our chin up like this for counter punching coming over the top, okay? Here, driving off, step, shoulders tucked, we come back, hands back up to our face. So at speed here, looks like this.